When it comes to languages like Latin, we sometimes come across the term complementary infinitive, and this term is also useful for diagramming sentences in English. So an infinitive, as you might recall, is to plus the verb, and we have a couple of examples here: to play and to finish. But we also have these other verbs, used to play and have to finish. So how do these first verbs interact with the second ones? Right? Now, traditionally in diagramming, if we have this sort of construction, then the infinitive goes after the line, the second line in our diagram, as the direct object. And maybe it's easier just to demonstrate this. So if we write we, right, there's our subject, and then used, and then we have the direct object. And then because we have this verbal here, this infinitive, we're going to put it on a line like that, right? So to play, there we go, on a pedestal. And there's an object for playing as well, so we just put that afterwards, and there is tennis. Okay, it's a little bit cramped, but I think you see the point. Now, what we can do if we consider this a complementary infinitive, if we think that these two parts here are so closely related that it doesn't make sense to simply leave used by itself. You need to finish this, right? Used what? Then all you do is you just basically shift the pedestal to before this particular line. So what does this look like? Well, let's give ourselves a bit more space this time. We used, there we go, and then we put the pedestal here. All right, there we go. And it's an awful curved line, but you see the point. To play. Okay, and now the direct object comes after this line, so we're going to put tennis over here. So that is the basic difference between a complementary infinitive and a regular infinitive. It's somewhat up to you. Not all guidebooks to diagramming talk about this, but if you find that this makes more sense for you for certain verbs like used and have and ought, verbs like that, then maybe in those instances you would like to put the infinitive with the actual verb in the verb spot when you diagram. All right, that's it for complementary infinitives.